Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It's the 13th of January 2024. Go look at the sixth race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the sixth race from Aqueduct, and it's one of those slow weekends of the year. The second weekend is, I think, in horse racing is always the the most quietest weekend. Not a lot of Derby prep races, and it's the calm before the storm. I always say this is always the weekend I miss the summer racing that you see in like August, like where you have like the Arlington Million weekend or like Whitney weekend. Those first 2 weekends in August, you have so much racing that you could barely keep it up into the weekend and stuff. But this weekend it's one of those light weekends, and it's good racing. Good card today at Tampa, which I'll be looking at here on YouTube. But and a decent card at Aqueduct. It's gonna be wet weather, so 2 inches of rain Friday into Saturday night or Saturday morning. So expect a sloppy track here. But let's look at the six from Aqueduct now, which is the Busanda Stakes. It's going for a purse of $100,000. Race for 3-year-old fillies here. We have a field of 5 horses taking a stroll around the main track, which is 1,800 meters in circumference, or a mile and an eighth on the Aqueduct main track. Gonna take the one horse here, Jin Jin, as a top selection. 1-3-4-2 for me in the superfecta. 1-3-4-2 super top selection of one horse Jin Jin. This thrill filled by Hightail here. Brad Cox trains this one for Calumet. Trevor McCarthy gets the mount. I'm pretty sure yesterday Trevor McCarthy fell off his horse in the with the race he won yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I just came home and I was just laying down and shut my eyes for 1 second. I'm pretty sure he was off his horse after he won the race, but that's for another day. But Jin Jin most recently ran at in the Golden Run at Churchill, miles 16th and 25th of November, and the horse finished 5th by 7 3/4 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate clearly. He was wide, and he just wasn't keeping up. I think coming to New York, not the world's toughest horses, a speed-favoring track should show some speed here today. I'm going to give her another shot to find the winners in closure today. Two back in the rags to riches on the slop at Churchill, mile 16, 29th of October. Finished second by 6 3/4 lengths that day. She didn't break so well. She stalked all the way around the race course. The winner had the jump on her lane and won by open lengths, but this horse, she ran decently first start around 2 turns, and then 21st September at Churchill, 7 furlongs in a main special weight. She won by 2 1/4 lengths that day, and from a tracking trip, she was a little bit wide, but she got the job going away. And then on debut at Indiana, going 5.5 in a main special weight, she finished second by 4.5 lengths that day. Again, a little bit wide, but she was gaining there in defeat. I like that she's been training at Belmont on the train track quite nicely. Half-mile drill on the 6th of January, which was last Saturday. Half-mile 49 and 4, the 33rd best workout of 199, and then on New Year's Eve 2 weeks prior, 47 and 4, the 5th best workout, 211. So I think she's ready to go. I think she has some speed, which should be good if this track is wet. I'll give her a shot on the ticket. I think the 3 horse here, most of all for Godolphin and Belmont and Jose Loscano, wouldn't surprise me if this horse gets the trip to win. Last time on the Demoiselle of the mile and eighth on the very muddy speed favoring course, she finished 4th by 13 lengths that day, and she just wasn't staying the mile and eighth. I thought the Demoiselle was a little bit tough, not nearly as tough today. She could be forwardly paced. I think she'd get a good trip to win. She was forwardly paced 2 back at Aqueduct, going a mile off the turf on the slop in the main special weight. Won by 10 1/4 lengths that day. She basically won in a trot. That was a very good run. Coming back to a longer trip, a 9-2. I'll give her a possible upsetter in this late pick 4. But to recount my selection for the 6 now from Aqueduct, it's Busanda. Gonna take the 1 horse Jin Jin. Give kudos to the 3 horse most of all. 1-3-4-2 super. 1-3 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.